On this day in 1967, a riot began in Detroit that would have a significant impact on the history of the United States. The unrest erupted following a police raid on an illegal drinking club, leading to violent confrontations between African Americans and the city's police department. These events would serve as one of the catalysts for the rise of the militant Black Power movement and heighten the already tense racial tensions in the country. The incident began on July 23, 1967, when a police operation targeting an unlicensed after-hours bar in the predominantly African American neighborhood of 12th Street turned violent. As word spread about the raid, a crowd began to gather, and tensions escalated between the police and the residents. Over the course of the following 5 days, the city descended into chaos. Rioting and looting spread throughout Detroit, with businesses and establishments being targeted. The city's police force struggled to maintain control, and the National Guard was called in to assist. The violence and destruction in Detroit during the 1967 riot were devastating. Fires raged throughout the city, leaving many neighborhoods charred and in ruins. The final toll included 43 people dead, over 1,000 injured, and more than 7,200 arrests. The Detroit riot of 1967 had a lasting impact on the city and the nation as a whole. It brought to the forefront the issues of police brutality, racial discrimination, and economic inequality that African Americans faced during this time. The unrest was a turning point in the civil rights movement and served as a wake-up call for many Americans, highlighting the urgent need for change in race relations and social justice. In the years following the riot, Detroit experienced significant population decline and economic struggles. The events of 1967 further deepened the racial divide and led to a shift in political and social dynamics, with the Black Power movement gaining momentum and demanding an end to systemic racism and oppression. The Detroit riot of 1967 remains a significant event in the timeline of American history, reminding us of the powerful forces at play and the ongoing struggle for equality and justice in our society.